Hey guys!
It's finally the day.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people have been asking us on the comment section, when are we going to check out the brand new video from Turmion Kätilöt? But we put it up to a vote. I mean, was there ever any doubt? There was never any doubt.
It was not a vote. It was more like...
It wasn't a landslide, by the way. It was pretty even.
Really?
It won, but it wasn't a landslide. I was expecting a lot more people to vote for it. But
Shit.
anyways, it won. Let's face the facts. We were going to check it regardless.
Yeah.
But I figured,
even if it didn't win, it was like second place, we still would have put it on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, it may would have taken a little bit longer to get to it because the amount of videos that we have to check out, like, it's ever increasing. But I decided to put it on Patreon poll, and it won, and I'm glad it did because we're here today to check it out.
Yeah.
Turmion Kätilöt, brand new video from first single from their upcoming album, first album that they're releasing with Nuclear Blast. They made it to the big leagues now.
They did.
They made it to the big leagues. Now, let me take a look at the name, and I'm going to give it a shot. All right? You want to give it a shot?
By the way, I want you to do the Chuck Liddell R roll.
I'll try. You want to give it a shot?
No.
Okay.
That's your job.
That's my department? All right. So, Sano Kun Riittää. Was that good?
Yeah.
Sano Kun Riittää.
I can't judge that because I don't even know.
I'm going with that. If I'm wrong, let us know in the comment section.
Yeah.
Pronounce it. Well, you can't pronounce it. Just don't spell it either. I mean, I know the spelling.
Just email him like one of those Google Translates.
Don't do that. Just give us the fingers down or up.
Yeah.
Just let us know one way or another. Just say, yeah, you were close, or no, you were not. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Or roll the R a little bit more, like stuff like that.
No, Sano Kun Riittää.
Oh, see, look, you put the accent on it. There you go.
Yeah, I think that one
there
was...
you go. That makes it more official.
I think that was my best one out of all of them. I think that one was... That one hit the spot. That one hit the spot. Like a cold beer on a summer day. It hit the spot. All right, so are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. I think there was only one thing missing from this video, and that was a latex suit. I think when she pulled the veil,
it should have been one of the people in the latex suits.
Yeah!
With the ball gag.
Exactly. Or eating a peanut butter sandwich or whatever that bread that they were making, something like that. You know, man, that was a missed opportunity.
Or it could have just been Swedish Jesus.
I don't think you can introduce Swedish Jesus.
I mean, yeah, this video is too dark.
Yeah, this video is too dark for Swedish.
No.
He's so uplifting.
Yeah,
you can't. No.
It has to be the latex suit.
It has to be the latex with a gag ball. It has to be, and the ass flap open. So like when she lifts up, she sees that, and then she screams, and then the next scene is the person walking away with a latex like ass flap open, walking away.
Yeah.
And then you scream again, ah! And it's a hairy ass. Has to be a hairy ass.
Yeah.
Has to. That to me is the only thing missing from this video. Anyways, what did you think of this song?
This is probably close to my favorite now.
Turmion Kätilöt song?
Yeah.
What's your favorite, by the way?
Faster Than God.
Really? Why? Because it's in English?
No.
Just because you like the...
Just because I like the whole,
Faster Than God is a great track.
Faster Than God is an amazing track. I just love everything about that song, especially the keyboard in that song.
Dance Panic is not like a...
No. Dance Panic...
The Dance Panic, the video is glorious.
It is glorious. When it comes to videos, Dance Panic wins.
Okay.
When it comes
to dance off, it wins.
The dance off, it wins. But when it comes to the actual song, Faster Than God is my favorite. And this is, if I listen to it a lot more, it's probably going to dethrone Faster Than God.
Okay, why? Why?
Because this song is so, especially in the chorus, it's such a heavy song. And it's so heavy, but the vocals have something to it. They kind of leave it away from being very, very heavy in the chorus. It
has also a great bass.
Amazing bass.
This track has amazing bass to it.
And the keyboard, other than Faster Than God, because Faster Than God becomes very, it's very... melodic.
From a keyboard perspective.
Yeah, it's becomes just kind of like a disco kind of keyboard.
This one, there's some moments that it feels like it's going that way, but then it goes back to the heaviness.
Then it just becomes heavy. Then it becomes kind of like doomish.
There's a little bit of industrial in there as well.
Yeah, it kind of like goes into different areas, but it still stays dark
and heavy.
Yeah.
This song to me has a lot of that, and that to me is what makes the song really good. Is those different changes, those different momentums. I really enjoyed the bass on this track. It's really predominant. It's really strong. It really plays a huge role in how the song sounds, right? But the first thing that I noticed listening to the track, and as the song progressed, is how heavy this track is. It's really, really heavy. I think of all the videos we've ever done on the channel from this band, I think this is the heaviest one we've done.
It gets really, really heavy in the chorus.
But the vocals have a way of...
But the vocals have a way of not being heavy and still being melodic enough, because... They use, instead of like their normal kind of graspy vocals, they use a more melodic.
I agree with you.
How do we say it? More like screaming vocals.
The vocals have a way of counterbalancing the heaviness that the track has, and there's certain points of the song when the keyboard melody comes in and it feels like it's going into a more melodic approach, almost like dance, techno, electronic approach with some hints of industrial in there.
It becomes dark again.
Yeah, but then it becomes dark and heavy again. And that heaviness has a little bit of ministry to it. It has a little bit of that industrial sound that makes the song really heavy, in my opinion. So there's a nice balance. The song almost feels like it's struggling between darkness and light. And when you feel like the track is going more towards the light, it becomes dark again. Yeah. And then when it starts to get too dark, it starts to... The vocals help the song kind of brighten up a little bit. And then when it starts to swing more towards... It's like this pendulum is swinging, constantly swinging, and you can never get it in the right spot. Do you know what I mean? When you feel like it's getting too heavy, it goes into the other side. When it starts going too much into the other side, it goes back into the heaviness. It always feels like it's going back and forth. It has a really good dynamic. Yeah. And in a fast-forward motion. It's a song that never really slows down. It always has... a nice momentum to it.
It still is...
Even in the slower portions, like when you really hear the bass, it still feels like it's moving forward at a nice pace.
But then when the chorus comes, it's more of a stomping.
Yeah, it has more like... and that's why it has that heaviness. The vocals really do a nice job counterbalancing that heaviness.
Yeah, and not just that, though, because the keyboard kind of has the same sound as the vocals when it comes to the chorus.
Yeah, it does.
So
both
of them kind of lighten up the
light up the heaviness that the song has. But overall, I think this is probably the heavier song that we've ever done from them on the channel. Yeah. Overall, it has it just has a lot of heaviness overall to it. It's just a very robust, as far as the volume is concerned, it's a very robust song. It has a lot of thickness to the volume. It just really expands. It just feels like it expands. Really heavy track. I really like it. Yeah. It has a really good dynamic to it. The video, like I said, you add a latex person when you unveil the veil there. And then it's aces. Then it's aces.
Just like 10 out of 10.
Then it's 10 out of 10.
11 out of 10.
I was a little disappointed. I was really hoping. I'm like, when she's walking towards the veil, I'm like, oh, is there some latex under that veil? Oh, let's hope for some latex. It wasn't. They kept it clean.
Yeah.
They kept it clean. Maybe they ran out of latex. I don't know. Maybe there's a shortage of latex in Finland.
Maybe.
I don't know. That was really good though.
Yeah.
And this is the first single from the album, so
which means this album's gonna be.
I mean, first album that they're releasing with Nuclear Blast, big label. So you want to really
make a good
you want to put out your best foot forward.
Yeah.
But having said that, these guys from when we started the channel, I can't even remember. Was Sickle the first song we did? Yeah, Sickle was the first song we did. So look at when we did that song. And then I think after that we did Faster Than God. I think Dance Panic was next. I can't remember the order. We've done a bunch. But to see where they were when we did Sickle and where they are now as a band, they're better known. Like they were big at that time in Finland. They're huge now in Finland.
Yeah.
But even outside of Finland, they're starting to become way more recognizable, way more well known, if you will, as a band. You know what I mean? Like, and then them getting signed by Nuclear Blast to me is proof of that they're starting to gain a lot of traction outside of Finland. North America, not so much. When I talk to people and I mention Turmion Kätilöt, a lot of people don't know who they are. In North America, they're still not, because it's a genre that not a lot of people listen to in North America.
Yeah, it's also because it's in Finnish.
Yeah, that perhaps also plays a little bit of a role there. But I mentioned this band to a lot of people, specifically when I talk about electronic and industrial, a mixture of those two. I remember mentioning when I went to see Combi Christ, I mentioned these guys to almost everybody that I talked to, that if you're like Combi Christ, you should check out these guys. I'm not saying that they're similar, but there are some similarities in their approach.
So you got your North American.
I'm their promoter.
You're your promoter.
I'm their PR guy in North America. I'm spreading the good word on Turmion Kätilöt. And I always tell them to go and check out Dance Panic first, just because it's in English. And I think for a North American audience,
or Faster Than God.
Faster Than God. Those are normally the two. Dance Panic, I always mention that one because the video is so funny, and I think it will be a light-hearted way for people to get into the band. And Faster Than God, because it's in English, I find that those two songs are perhaps the easier ones to get people that are not fans of the band, that don't know the band, to get them into the band. If you tell them to go see some of their other tracks, like Sickle, for example, or this one is really heavy, so I really think this one perhaps would play well.
It'd be like the next one you listen to.
But I think some of the other tracks it perhaps will be a little bit more difficult for people to get into, especially if they don't know the band. It's kind of hard to understand what you're getting yourself into.
It's better to start with something.
But I think Dance Panic, because of the video more than because of the song. The video is really hilarious, so I think that's a nice gateway for people. And then Faster Than God, that song is really catchy. That song it's so hooky, it's so catchy. So I always give those two as the best two to get people into the band, and I spread the word as much as I can.
Guy.
I know, I'm doing free PR for Turmion Kätilöt.
And a lot of other bands.
And we do that for a lot of other bands as well. All right, guys, this is it for today. But come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See you guys.
See ya.